We're your anchors, Caleb Patchett
and Hannah Garza.
And this is HCC.
Good morning,
Southern Hills students.
We didn't plan that.
No.
And so it sounded like it was just a bad attempt at trying to say something at the same time, but it was actually a good attempt of improv.
So go us.
Yep.
As you can tell, we are in a new studio.
Yeah.
We have in fact upgraded.
Because of all the views that we've been getting on recent videos, all of the promotions and sponsorships that we've been getting, it was actually, I think Apple was the one.
Yeah, no, they approached us.
Apple approached us for the office space, and so that's why we're at a different location. Don't freak out. We're still with Southern Hills.
We are.
It's just the Apple, we can't turn them down.
Yeah, and we can't forget our roots, and so we'll never leave you guys.
Right.
But here's where we are. And speaking of upgrades,
yes,
there is, in fact, an upgrade
there is
to the Southern Hills Student Ministry area.
Room.
Yeah, the room.
Student Center.
Student Center.
Yeah.
That's a good word for it. But we have live reporters there.
Yes.
And I don't want to spoil the surprise. You may have seen it on Instagram, and you may have seen it covered, but we have a first look, a real look, up close and personal with our field reporters.
Exclusive. We talked to Southern Hills, we talked to the painter who was Kylie Washington, a recent ACU grad into Koji, not that it matters, and she told us that nobody was going to be able to cover this. But when we shared with her our story and our dream about when Caleb was 6 months old and dreaming about all of that HCC was and our recent sponsorships, she was completely receptive and completely open to letting some of our reporters go out to the field and kind of do their thing that they do best.
She couldn't say no. So.
Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and give you guys a look at that before we spoil too much, because I think we've already said too much probably. So let's go ahead and take a look at our field reporters that are there now.
Hannah, Caleb, over to you guys. Hey, thanks Caleb and Hannah.
Thanks for that great coverage. We're here today to talk about this guy, or girl.
Or girl, or gender neutral.
Yes, we are here to talk about this wonderful mural. That's kind of a tongue twister. Say
wonderful mural. Wonderful mural.
See?
Wonderful mural.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. Anyway, all this to say, we're here to celebrate the work that Kylie Washington did and also talk about the message behind what she did. So Caleb?
Here we go, guys. This work is done by Kylie.
Yes.
I never met her before, but she's really good at what she does.
She's
so
awesome.
This is it. Basically, we wanted something that would brighten up the room. We were tired of all this brown, which there's no problem with brown. It's just kind of dull. So we brought this to lighten it up a little bit. So we have You Belong Here. And that was kind of our theme, if you remember, and we're at camp last year. Of this is a place where you should be able to feel like you belong. And so that's kind of what we want here. And it's the first thing you see whenever you walk in over there of you belong here. And so whenever you walk in, we want this to be a place where you feel comfortable and you feel able to be yourself. Because no matter who you are, where you're from, you belong here.
That's right. Yes, they are. That's right, Caleb. That's exactly why. And we are so excited for you guys to be back in this room, in person, hopefully sometime so soon. But in the meantime, this is waiting for you. This still rings true. And we're so excited to see you guys. So back to you, Hannah and Caleb. Okay, to have that much talent and creativity. Caleb, what did we talk about? You can't be crying. You're filming. It's live. I know, but you have to pull it together. You gotta stop.
Just cut to commercial.
No, you gotta
stop. Cut to commercial.
And we'll see you after the break. Caleb, you can't keep doing that all the time.
Yeah, so I've always had eye problems, and any other computer screen is just too small. I have to put my face so close to the screen, but not with the Mac XL. Now the only problems I have are my eyes bleeding.
Hey guys, what's up? Glad you're here. I'm actually on my way into the Apple store. I'm trading in my new phone. I just got off the phone with Caleb. He recommended to me this new iPhone, so I think I'm gonna kick this one out and go trade it in for a new one. The new iPhone is everything I hoped it would be. The first thing I'm gonna do on this thing is call Caleb and tell him thanks for the recommendation. Okay, so sorry about that, crazy. But you know, that is part of the experience. We commit to doing this live for you guys, and sometimes, you know, emotions just overwhelm Caleb.
Some very few times that never happens. I promise. That was just like a one-time thing, really.
Yeah, but his reaction was kind of
spot on.
Spot on. I mean, seriously, that mural was insane. We cannot wait until you guys are back there to see it for yourselves. When we told Kylie that we wanted to come see it, she told us that she wanted you guys to be the first, but again, our HCC connections kind of got us in. But you guys are so wanted there, and so we're so excited for you to get to see it yourself. But hopefully for now, Caleb's reaction and those videos suffice.
They should suffice. And in other news, we have small groups, which we announced last week. They will be starting this Sunday. High school will be covering a series, When Life Gives You Lemons, which is about just like how to deal with adversity. Just really good stuff. I'm really excited for that. And then middle school. Yeah,
middle school is going to be starting a series called I Wonder. And it's going to be this really awesome series where we just go through kind of the questions that maybe you don't feel like you can ask in a normal setting, or questions that you just always had on your mind and you can't seem to find an answer. We're just gonna talk about them, and we're gonna create space where you guys can ask those questions, and that can be a conversations that we have. And so we're really looking forward to that. So make sure you block out this Sunday on your calendar so you can join us. We'll be there. Avery and Josh will be there. Some of your small group leaders will be there. Location and times and all of that good stuff you can find on Instagram or through an email that Avery and Josh will send out pretty soon if they haven't already by the time you're seeing this. So we're so excited. Make sure you block out your Sundays. Also, this week was so fun.
It was so fun.
We got to, you know what, Caleb, you go ahead and talk about that because
This Tuesday, you guys, we had an amphitheater worship night. And it was just so good to finally be back in person and honestly be able to worship with all of you guys. And we actually had some field reporters there as well. And so they got more coverage than I think we'll even be able to put into words. But it was really great. And so I think we have some of y'all's faces even on camera there. And so we'll come back over to our field reporters that were there earlier this week. Hannah and Caleb.
Hello. Hello. It's Caleb with the HCC here at Amphitheater Worship Night. I'm your field reporter, Caleb Patrick.
Hello and welcome to the Amphitheater Worship Night for Southern Hills Student Ministry.
This is exclusive coverage. As they mentioned before, nobody else is allowed on this very ground. We are here not only here, but we are here hours before the event begins. We are so excited.
Early bird gets the worm, as they say.
Yes. We are about to get the most exclusive, most raw, most dramatic moment we maybe have ever had in the history of HCC. Caleb Hatchett crying. Let's go take a look.
We are here live after, this is post-worship night. We are here with Reed Human. Reed, how was the worship night?
Do you have any other comments?
Caleb, do you plan on being the best intern forever? Or is that just for the past?
Yes, Caleb does plan on being the best intern forever.
Okay.
Thank you, Reed, for that question. Good question.
Hi, Victor.
It's now the Caleb channel. Tune in next week.
Hearman, Caleb.
Yeah, Hearman, Caleb channel. Hannah left me by myself, so she might be gone indefinitely, hopefully. But here I am with 2 members of the band. Guys, how do you do it?
You know, it starts with in the weight room. It starts in the gym. The volleyball only comes around once a year, and so volleyball season, we just gotta come in and win it. ACU volleyball champs right here, 1 year running. So we'll get them next year.
And this is Matt. Matt's the drummer. Matt, how do you drum so well?
Well, it's not really me, it's the Lord.
Wow.
The Lord is pouring through it.
Wow.
It's moving through the hands.
It starts in the weight room.
Starts in the weight room as well.
And then the Lord is present here, though.
It is.
Post weight room.
Post weight room.
Got it. Thank you guys. Good job tonight. This is Caleb with the Caleb channel. Unfortunately, viewers.
Here with Lily Good to tell us
Hannah.
about the worship night from a different
Hannah's
perspective.
back. I'm sorry.
From a different perspective, probably a better one. Lily, talk to me about your experience at the So Hill Student Ministry Worship Night.
Worship night was great. Oh my goodness.
What was your favorite part?
Yeah.
My favorite part was whenever people would come sing, do their verses in the middle.
Yeah.
And then we go back to worship. That was awesome.
Who was
Yes.
the best at that? Dawson Mullins?
Yes.
Yeah, Dawson did a good job.
Okay, I think they were both pretty good, but you heard it here first,
You heard it
folks.
here.
Lily Good loved it, so you should come next time. Be here. Boom.
This is Caleb Patchett with the Hannah Caleb channel with
We have the Allens with us, ready to talk to us a little bit about the worship night we just all experienced. It was crazy. We just have to hear about it from some people. Keaton, what'd you think?
with the snippet from around the bulb.
I really enjoyed it. I liked how church kind of got back together. Even though we're in this time where we can't worship, we can still get together and worship together as a community.
Beautiful.
So,
Down on to what kind of content we make.
Camden, who had the best voice? The crowd included. You heard it here first, folks. Caleb had the best voice of the night.
Who is the most ridiculous person on this planet?
Caleb.
Caleb!
Compliment.
Caleb Patchett.
Compliment. All right. This is Caleb for the Hannah Caleb channel. I think we have a fraud in our midst. Doesn't seem to be part of the student ministry at all.
At all.
What are you doing here?
Here's the thing. I just heard so much about it that I wanted to be involved.
I'm sorry.
You heard a lot about our channel or this night?
This channel. I just wanted to come up to see filming. I just want to see how.
And where are you from?
Oh my goodness.
I'm actually from Mars.
Mars! Yes! We're so famous! Yes!
Mars. You heard it here first. We hit Jupiter, we hit Earth, we hit the sun. Mars now.
Mars.
Only up from here.
Mars!
That looked fun.
That looked so fun.
You know,
I'm bummed we couldn't be there.
I know. I was just gonna say, I feel like we talk about this a lot, but I love being at Southern Hills.
Yeah, me too.
But sometimes when I'm going to sleep at night, I wish that I had that job.
Me too.
I know.
I love being an anchor, but man, those field reporters.
That's what I want to do.
I know, me too.
If somehow HCC doesn't work out one day, which
It will.
but that would totally be my dream job, is to do
Me too.
what Caleb and Hannah do. So I don't know. And last week was also really fun because don't know if you guys saw it. You probably did though, because it has like a jillion, gazillion, bazillion, quadrillion
So many views.
On. I think that's kind of where our sponsorships came.
Yeah.
We filmed Curbside Countdown this last week. And it was so awesome.
The full episode is out now on our YouTube channel, the So Hill Stuman YouTube channel. Please go check it out because it is worth the watch, I'd say.
I was talking to Hannah and Caleb the other day, and they told me that
They're the hosts of the show?
Yeah. And they told me that they still can kind of smell the Well, we won't.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it.
But I'll just give you this. There's something that they're still smelling because they're just traumatized.
You're gonna have to go check it out.
Yeah.
And we have more HEC content coming up.
Yep.
Just be on the lookout for that on our YouTube channel. Please go check it out. I promise you, you will not regret it.
Exactly.
But other than that,
I think that's that. We are excited for the week that's ahead. We enjoyed this last week so much. Probably one of the more fun weeks that we've had all summer with you guys. And so keep tuning in, keep coming to small groups, keep coming to what you can, keep staying connected in the ways that you can, and we'll do the same. But for now, we love you guys. This is so fun. Stay tuned in, watch the videos, turn on post notifications, get ready for Sunday.
oh yeah.
And that's all we got.
See you guys next week. I'm Caleb Patchett.
And I'm Hannah Garza.
And this is HCC News.